Today, you'll witness the most unbelievable moments from the world of aviation, all caught on camera. From flawless landings to daring stunts and unexpected situations in the sky, this video will show you what pilots and aircraft are truly capable of in the most extreme conditions. Ready for takeoff? Then fasten your seatbelt and let's go! Sure, flying over the bridge might have been easier, but it wouldn't have looked this cool. In the mountains, a snowy slope can be the perfect runway. There's literally no chance of escaping that kind of pursuit. An incredibly dramatic takeoff, and how can you deny the existence of UFOs after this? You can hear a supersonic aircraft long before it ever flies overhead. That moment when a parachute jump isn't just extreme, it's insanely beautiful too. Now here's someone who knows how to turn the laws of physics into real magic. Right now you're witnessing an incredible scene, a massive transport helicopter lifting an F-35 fighter jet while simultaneously being refueled mid-air by a tanker plane. This helicopter is flying solo. It looks like it's about to land on the highway and join the traffic. Passengers on this flight in Bulgaria got quite the escort. Aerial firefighting always looks spectacular.
Wow. Et le flic là, non? Il y en a qu'un ciel.
What do you think? Luck or pilot skill? In this extreme method, 35,000 fish were given a new home in a Utah lake. Landing an Airbus during a hurricane, a true test for any pilot. Flares from a fighter jet look more impressive than any fireworks. The British and French armed forces put on a real air show over Paris. General Aviation has a rough safety record, and here's why. Luckily, the pilots reacted quickly and managed to shut the door. Only a true professional could pull this off. The former British Prime Minister sent his regards to the armed forces from the sky. Just look at how large aircraft are transported sometimes. An epic race between a helicopter and a Formula One car. Who do you think is faster? Not only are they pulling off complex aerial maneuvers, they're doing it in perfect sync. Hard to believe, but this isn't CGI or AI, it's real footage. Impressive, isn't it? Wonder if the normal traffic laws apply to this guy. While we enjoy the stunts from the ground, the pilots are treated to views like this. This is one of the most challenging runways in the world. The U-2 Dragon Lady spy plane can't land on its own. It requires a special car with a second pilot to guide it down safely. The loop, one of the most stunning aerial tricks, especially when performed by multiple jets at once. Some pilots just love to mess with gravity. That's basically a vertical takeoff. He definitely knows how to put on an unforgettable show. Flawless sense of space and distance. The pilot decided to join the skydivers for a little fun. This is what it's like to be one of Michael Bay's camera operators. Landing a plane on an aircraft carrier only for the most experienced pilots. "44-year-old farmer John Humber from Cleveland took to the skies in his plane without even checking the weather forecast, a decision he would soon regret as a powerful storm suddenly crossed his path. Mid-air refueling is one of the most difficult and spectacular maneuvers in aviation. Just imagine what it feels like to be the pilot at the controls of a machine like that. He sure knows how to impress curious tourists.
What a twist! Haven't you expected to see this either, have you?
With a defense system like this, it's nearly impossible to hit him with a missile. This is the last thing you'd expect to see on the highway. This air show gave the crowd their full dose of adrenaline. Even though it was a controlled explosion, the result was absolutely spectacular. The pilot heroically landed the plane during Hurricane Kathleen, saving the lives of everyone on board. Check out these stunning takeoffs right from the deck. You have to admit, their flyby looks absolutely incredible. Aviation steps in where regular firefighters can't, like battling a raging forest fire. This jet can easily reach speeds of 3,000 kilometers per hour. At one air show, the Turkish team performed real sky magic, 20 breathtaking stunts in just 20 minutes, an unforgettable spectacle. Bet he's got the most scenic view ever for enjoying a slice of pizza. The last thing you ever want to see from your airplane window. Landing a helicopter on a moving ship isn't easy. The deck rocks, the wind pushes, and the space to maneuver is like a supermarket parking lot. But this guy nailed it, 10 out of 10. Synchronized landing of two planes at once. During the massive wildfires in Los Angeles, it was aviation that played a key role in fighting the flames. In case a moped career is just too boring for you.
To be honest, I'm speechless after witnessing it. What about you?
He only needs a few dozen meters to take off into the sky. A seaplane takeoff is truly a sight to behold. That beach day? They'll definitely remember it. Some pilots just love playing gravity pranks. He might as well land on a helipad with that precision. Wow, that was close. Airships fell out of favor due to a tragic crash record. Fortunately, this one landed safely. This mid-air refueling clearly didn't go as planned. Hard to say what exactly is going on here, but it looks incredible. The hatch suddenly flung open mid-flight. Luckily, the seatbelt did its job and saved the man from falling out. And not a single drop spilled. Looks like he forgot which way is up and which is ground. Actually, this effect happens because the frame rate is much slower than the speed of the propeller. To put out a fire from the air, you first need a serious water load. Now, back for another round. You think the road crew has a manual for this situation? This plane got a truly grand welcome at the airport in India. The F-35 fighter jet showing off maneuvers that will take your breath away.
There are things that are absolutely impossible to believe, and how could this even happen?
The most expensive, but definitely the most impressive way to decorate a Christmas tree. A landing guaranteed to make your heart race. A truly unusual way to transport a bus. You're looking at Saba Airport in the Netherlands, home to the shortest runway in the world. This pilot lives for dramatic entrances.
Yeah, baby.
Sometimes planes drop more than just water. Fire retardants are used to create barriers that stop the flames from spreading further. He definitely thought he was starring in an action movie scene. This is no longer just synchronized flying by professionals, it's true aerial artistry. Wow, that was truly dangerous. In the sky, you have to watch not only for other planes, but also for birds. Turns out, rain during a flight looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. This guy has topped every stunt in the world in terms of sheer danger. This parachute jump definitely belongs in the top 10 most unusual in the world. It all looks so smooth and effortless, like this pilot has spent their whole life in the air. Everything in this video is bizarre, from the strange flight pattern to the car outrunning a plane, not to mention the explosion in the background. What is even happening here?
Before watching similar videos, it would be great to buy some sedative pills. One needs nerves of steel here.
The AV-8B Harrier does what seems impossible. Its powerful nozzles redirect thrust downward, enabling it to take off and hover vertically. What was that just now? Does this even make sense? Because it looks like something straight out of science fiction. What could be better than watching the Tuscan Hills from a bird's eye view? This ghost plane looks like it just escaped from a horror movie screen. Give this marketing team an award. This is one of the most creative Red Bull ads ever. As stunning as the views are, this job is no walk in the park. It demands immense strength and endurance. At such a high speed, a soft landing was clearly too much to hope for. This is absolutely incredible. You've definitely never seen anything like it. A motorcyclist launches into the sky right over a flying airplane. Wow, this effect makes it look like the airplane suddenly grew an extra set of wings. One of the plane's passengers accidentally filmed some kind of unidentified flying object. What do you think? Could it really be aliens? Some planes don't even need runways, they can take off vertically right from where they stand. When a catapult launches a fighter jet from an aircraft carrier, it can be airborne in less than 5 seconds. From this angle, the plane looks like a real flying saucer piloted by aliens. Some fires can only be put out with the help of aircraft, and after those water drops, you might even see a small rainbow. Would you dare to fly on one of these things? It looks dangerous, but so thrilling. How are these people not deaf after standing so close to the roar of a supersonic jet? Seeing a stunt like this in real life is something you'll never forget. It started off fine, but somehow ended in a minor crash. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Makes you wonder, what's that little window even for at such an altitude? A slight course deviation in that parachute flight could have ended badly. Luckily, there was a backup chute just in case of exactly this kind of emergency. Spectators at the Vendée Air Show in France had a once-in-a-lifetime view of the world's smallest twin-engine airplane taking off from another aircraft. This isn't just a regular flight anymore, it's a full-blown dance in the sky. It may look insane, but residents of Brisbane are already used to planes flying right between the skyscrapers.
And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead.
This is exactly what it looks like when rockets return to Earth after long space missions. A rare moment, two planes attempting simultaneous landings, with weather challenges thrown in. Right before a major game, the sky over Arrowhead Stadium exploded with spectacle. 42 civilian aircraft flew in perfect formation, leaving fans completely mesmerized. When an engine fails mid-flight, it's up to the pilot's skill to pull off as safe a landing as possible. Sometimes even experienced pilots can make serious mistakes. Wow, pulling off such a perfect landing surrounded by other planes, that's pure top-level flying. Even if you're in the middle of the open ocean, rescuers can reach you fast by plane. Whoa, that was so fast it was nearly impossible to follow with the eye. Whoever came up with trimming trees near power lines using helicopters is an absolute genius. This Airbus A330 landing in near zero visibility looks so smooth and confident, it feels more like a perfectly executed flight sim trick than real life.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
It might look like only two engines are working, but it's just an optical illusion. The propeller rotation synced perfectly with the camera's frame rate. Airships require especially careful handling. Their massive envelope is vulnerable to even minor damage. A rather unusual beachside entertainment program. The clouds were so dense they completely hid even a giant aircraft. When pros are at the controls, even physics seem to bend. This isn't just a regular fireworks show, it's a full-blown fire spectacle right in the sky. This might just be one of the most perfect carrier landings ever. These mind-blowing skills feel like real magic outside of Hogwarts. It's terrifying to watch, and even scarier to be at the controls of an MD-500E helicopter during a full engine failure. Thankfully, the pilot was unharmed. The F-35 landing on the deck of the USS Wasp looks unreal. The jet hovers midair, then softly and precisely drops down, showcasing true piloting mastery. A spectacular show unfolded at Z International Airport. 1,750 drones created a 3D model of the A380 in the sky to celebrate the airport's renaming. Incredible. It's not every day a plane lands right in front of you on the road. Thankfully, all drivers reacted in time. In his final flight, a veteran captain makes a dramatic low-altitude pass with landing gear deployed, just the way he dreamed of ending his career. Turns out it's not just on the road where you can find yourself in a tight spot. The skies have their share of drama too. Landing during a snowstorm can be far more difficult than it looks, but despite the challenges, from the outside, it appears absolutely magical. I think a lot of people dream of becoming pilots just to witness these breathtaking views. Driving past an airport, drivers always need to be prepared. Planes can seemingly appear out of nowhere and give quite a scare. This is the MV-22B Osprey, a military aircraft capable of taking off vertically from an aircraft carrier right in the middle of the ocean. The Super Scooper performs a daring low pass over the water like it's no big deal. It may look easy, but in reality it takes incredible skill and precision. The runway is no place for distraction. Even if it seems like the plane is still far away, its speed can be deceptively high. This new pilot's first solo flight can hardly be called successful. The landing was extremely rough. Fortunately, he emerged unscathed. Coordination plays a decisive role here. The aircraft pilot must not only maintain stable speed and altitude, but also consider the trajectory of the nearby wingsuit flyers. Airport workers were on the runway, never expecting to witness a plane landing dangerously close. At that moment, the runway was closed for repairs, and no one anticipated the pilot would attempt to land there. In 2020, the British and French Air Forces joined forces to participate in a large-scale air show, demonstrating exceptional piloting skills and seamless coordination in the sky. An F-16 pilot executed an incredibly low pass just before landing, keeping the aircraft stable to the meter. Then he gently and flawlessly touched down on the runway, performing a perfect landing, precise, calculated, and without the slightest error. A very creative solution. This kind of movie advertisement is simply impossible to miss. The mission of this helicopter is to herd the cattle back into the pen. Although it may appear unstable from the outside, the pilot is in full control of the situation.
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
Only truly experienced pilots, or those who don't value their own lives too much, dare to fly this low. In 2021, Neil Patterson accomplished something truly unique, a brief but full-fledged flight using only his physical strength. Besides the Formula One race that spectators gathered to see, they also witnessed stunning aerial maneuvers and acrobatics, adding even more excitement and spectacle to the event. The Ka-52 Alligator is a next-generation Russian reconnaissance and attack helicopter. This helicopter is capable of striking armored vehicles, enemy personnel, and airborne targets, even over water. At the Le Bourget Air Show, a futuristic aircraft was unveiled designed to perform vertical takeoffs on a regular basis. Firefighting aviation employs only the most experienced pilots, as effective fire suppression requires them to fly at extremely low speeds, often in close proximity to burning areas where every maneuver demands absolute precision and complete concentration. The Lockheed C-130 Hercules is one of the most versatile and powerful military transport aircraft, capable of performing a wide range of missions. In the sky, the Hercules can release flares that resemble angel wings. It's hard to stay calm when a helicopter lands in the neighbor's yard. Landing on an aircraft carrier is one of the most challenging tasks in aviation. It requires the pilot's professionalism, precise teamwork, flawless coordination, accurate calculations, and instant reactions. During braking, this aircraft encountered serious issues. Its landing gear caught fire. Fortunately, the situation was brought under control and a full-blown fire was avoided. To withstand high G-forces and unstable conditions in the air, pilots must have impeccable health. Given how difficult it is to control a forest fire, even the massive amount of water this aircraft can carry is unlikely to fully solve the problem. When a pilot controls a helicopter with such precision, it's no longer just a skill, it's true art. A great way for a pilot to test their aircraft handling skills is to perform complex maneuvers in tight conditions. This unique aircraft boasts a record-breaking wingspan of approximately 117 meters, making it the largest in the world by this measure. It features 2 fuselages and is equipped with 6 engines, providing the necessary power for high-altitude launches. Due to technical malfunctions, the pilots of this aircraft had to make an emergency landing in a mountainous area. Fortunately, a thick layer of snow softened the impact, and no one sustained serious injuries. Neither the crowd nor the crew was ready for this blast of smoke on takeoff. The effect turned out way more intense than expected. With that much power, even grazing the water with a wing won't stop it from flying. This helicopter test can be considered a failure given all the issues that arose. However, there is good news. It was an unmanned aircraft, so no casualties occurred. This fighter jet flies solo over the ship. It looks like it's about to knock on the cabin door. A compressor failure in one of the engines led to a loss of power, causing the helicopter to start falling. Miraculously, no one was injured. The helicopter pilot performed the tensioning of a power line with such precision and confidence as if he did it every day. Maneuvering at minimal altitude, he kept the aircraft steady while workers guided the cable through the pylons. A routine maneuver unexpectedly turned into a critical situation when the helicopter lost stability. People on the ground found themselves in the epicenter of uncontrollable chaos, panicking and running in all directions, unsure of where to go. Shortly after takeoff, the helicopter pilot encountered unexpected turbulence as well as technical malfunctions. Despite these challenges, the pilot demonstrated skill and composure, managing to control the situation and land the aircraft safely. A fiery trail, smoke, and a falling airliner. Such a sight against the backdrop of snow-covered mountains is terrifying. The only question is where will it crash and whether people on the ground will have time to react. When skydivers form figures in the sky, it's not just a breathtaking spectacle, it's the highest level of skill, coordination, and trust.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
A planned bridge demolition turns into something much bigger when a falling plane appears. A coincidence, pilot error, or the most unfortunate aviation incident of the year? It must be incredibly difficult for drivers on this road to focus when a massive airliner is taxiing right in front of them. The Sikorsky S-61 is a multi-purpose helicopter designed to carry out various missions, including rescue operations, cargo transportation, and of course, firefighting.